Until one day, weeks after the competition had finished, and the boy had almost completely forgotten about it. A card came in the mail, addressed to him. Along with the card came a letter. In his excitement, however, the boy put the letter aside to see what place the card was found in. While the card of the winner had been found 3 towns over, it seemed the boy's card was found in their neighboring country. When he got to school the next day, he started excitingly telling all his classmates. Well, some believed him and were impressed. Others thought differently. They told him a balloon could have never flown that far, and that he must have falsified the location. Maybe he hoped he could take the winner's prize with the late card. The whole ordeal got out of hand, with the teacher even having to step in. The boy, who had only wanted to share his joy in the return of the card, got quiet and kept to himself for the rest of the day. When he got home, he had hoped at least his parents would be impressed by this achievement, but they were too busy to pay him any mind. Saddened, the boy went to his room. As he comforted himself by hugging his legs, he noticed a piece of paper on his desk. The boy reached out and opened up the folded letter. He was greeted by a long letter in a different language, and despite the language barrier, the boy recognized it to be similar to the language of his own country. He could make out some of the words: forest, balloon, and friend. At the end of the letter was an address written down. In the next few days, the boys tried to decipher the contents of the letter. He asked his parents and teacher for help, and used a dictionary to figure out certain words. Yes, I know, the story takes place in a time before the internet. Translating was difficult, especially if you didn't know the language. In the end, he figured out the basics of the letter. Another boy, around his age, had found his balloon and card stuck in a tree in a forest, close to the border of their countries. He introduced himself as Alibrand, but to just call him Ali. They also seemed to share various hobbies. Ali had asked the boy to be his friend, and to send letters to learn more about one another, as well as each other's countries. Immediately, the boy began writing his letter back to Ali, telling him all about the balloon competition, what happened at school, and the effort he had put into translating the letter. And so, the two boys started their letter exchange. Because of the language barrier, it took them a while to read and reply, but the boy patiently waited for the next letter to arrive. Time passed, and the boys had grown very close over a year. The boy had grown fond of trying to translate the letters, and it was like solving a puzzle to him. However, at some point, the boy waited longer for a new letter than he was used to. In previous letters, Ali had said things at home weren't going great. There weren't much details, so the boy had tried to encourage and comfort Ali in his reply, but now he wished he'd asked what was going on.